Hello, welcome to my tutorial on how to burn native tokens or assets using Cardano CLI for Windows. So we are assuming that you have gone through my previous tutorial on how to create native tokens and have actually minted some of your native tokens. Now in this tutorial, we are going to burn some of our native tokens and receive the remaining ones to our payment address. Burning native tokens is actually just the same as minting them, but the difference is that the amount that you want to burn is specified as negative amount. So the very first thing that we need to do is to create a draft transaction for us to calculate the minimum transaction fee. But before we do that, let's update our token.csv file to contain the following template or parameters. So let's use Notepad and open our CSV file. So this is now the new template that we will be using, which is different from the ones that we used when we minted our native asset. So let's open our payment address. Let's copy that and paste it here on our template. And also let's open our policy ID. Let's copy that and paste it here. So next is the token name, which is in base16 format. And now we are going to specify the amount of tokens that we are going to burn. So in my case, I will be burning 700 million of my future tokens. But this time I'm going to specify that it's a negative amount for burning. And then for the remaining amount of tokens which will be sent back to our payment address, so the actual balance that I have is 7.7 billion, so the less the 700 million that we are burning, so we are left with 7 billion tokens. So for the transaction hash ID and index, we are going to query again our payment address using this command. So let's do that and query now our payment address for the latest UTXOs. So here is my native token and the remaining ADA tokens or in Lovelace. So we are then going to use this transaction hash. Let's copy that, and the index is 0. Let's paste it here. Change the index to 0. And again, let's copy the balance for us to be able to calculate the change after getting the transaction fee. All right, so let's save that, and we are now ready to proceed. But before doing so, let's again double check our token.csv file if it contains all the necessary values properly assigned to our variables. So we added one more variable here, which is O. So the first column assigned to the variable I is our payment address. Then the next is the policy ID, and then the token name, the amount of tokens that we are going to burn, the remaining amount of tokens that will be sent back to our payment address, and then the transaction hash ID and index that we are going to use. All right, so let's copy this command and build our raw transaction file. So that's done. We now proceed to calculate the minimum transaction fee. So let's use this command for us to calculate the minimum fee. So here it is. Let's copy the minimum transaction fee and paste it on our template. And also here, and now we are going to calculate the change. So let's go and open our token.csv file, and remember we copied the change, the balance of our UTXO transaction hash ID. And again, let's use our calculator and deduct the transaction fee. To get the change. All right. So let's copy that and paste it on our template. So basically the change will be sent back to our payment address together with the remaining amount of tokens. So let's rebuild our raw transaction file. All right, so that's done. And now we are going to sign our raw transaction file. And finally, let's submit it to the blockchain to burn our token. Transaction successfully submitted. So what we're going to do now is just wait for a few seconds and check again our payment address for the list of UTXOs. Let's try that and query our payment address. So here it is, guys. We now have again another UTXO with the change amount and of course the new and remaining native tokens that we have. So the 700 million has been burned. So that's it. So congratulations for completing this tutorial on how to burn your native tokens. So, and again, if you want to support my work, any amount of donation in ADDR tokens will be highly appreciated, or simply subscribe to my channel and share my videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next tutorial. Bye-bye.